Hey everyone, just want to get back on here real quick and say hi to my online audience. Okay, love you guys. Um, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you push the button below. Uh, and if you like what you hear, whatever, give us a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give us a thumbs down. But let us know why you're giving us a thumbs up or a thumbs down, so we can do better. But um, and if you want to know, when the next time we can hit the notification button so that you can know the next time we bring on a video. Anyway, let's get right to it. I like jumping right into it. Okay, so we've been talking about God the Father. And so God the Father, let's just say like this. In today's time, we always look for a father that's like the type father who would say what he means and mean what he says. The kind of father that back up, the kind that would back up his words. That's the kind of father that most of us look for today in today's time. That's the kind that is respected in today's time. The kind of man who would back his words up, do what he says, say what he mean what he says, do what he meant. Do what he meant. And so basically, that's the kind of father that God is. God is the type of father who backs his word up. He's forever, he's always backing up his word. This is why we use his word so much, because we know that he will back it up. Okay, and so who wouldn't want a father like that? You know what I'm saying? Who wouldn't want a father like that? But anyway, if you want to know the blueprint on how to function as a man or woman of God, or even as a father, pay very close attention to God the Father, because God the Father is that blueprint. He is what we need in this day and time in order to function properly as a father or as a man or woman of God. Okay, so you do want to be a type of person who keeps your word. You want to be that type of person. And so, but basically, this is how we establish our trust. And because trust has a huge, and I mean huge, effect on your relationships. Whether it be your family or your community, your society, or your even the whole world. And basically, when you're trying to function the way God the Father is, it determines how well you're able to stand in this day and time, whether it be physically, mentally, spiritually, could even be socially or financially. It determines how well you can stand. If you have trust issues, and so many people do have trust issues, there's a lot of people who have trust issues. So if you have trust issues, it will have a huge effect on your relationships. And some people think this is the reason why, even the whole world, there's a lot of people who think that this is the reason why we have so many wars in the world. Why there's so much prejudice going on, why there's so much bickering back and forth, whether, even family members, fighting one another. It's because of a lack of trust. And there's so many people who have not been able to, or are just not ready to show themselves trustworthy. And so, there's a lot of people who think that's why we have so much war and not as much peace in the world. But we want to be able to be trusted, so we have to be really careful on how we carry ourselves, and we need to begin to function the way God would function, and begin to back up our words and say what we mean and mean what we say. Could you imagine people just coming forward and saying, hey, I don't really want to be, for an example, this is just an example, I don't really want to be in a relationship with you. I don't want any strings attached. I just want to kick it with you. I just want to spend some time with you. I just want to go out to eat. I just want to, have some fun. You know, and then someone else might say, you know, hey, I want a long-term relationship. I'm looking for a long-term relationship. I want marriage. I want children. I want, you know, this or that. If people would be straightforward in this, then, you know, if we did that right up front, then you wouldn't have to go through all the trying to figure out, you know, does he really like me, or does she really like me? You know, does he love me? Does she love me? You know, does this person really care about me? You don't have to really, you know, go through all it if people would be upfront about it and speak the truth on it. Okay, and so that's the main thing that we need to do, is begin to speak what is true to us. If we're going to be in a long-term relationship, speak that I'll be in a long-term relationship. We're going to go the distance, you know, and then go the distance. Do what you say what you mean, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, so because of this, we're going to have to learn how to not only trust one another, but that's going to come through us trusting God. Okay, so we have to trust in the Lord with all our hearts and lean not to our own understanding, but in all our ways acknowledge him, and he's going to direct our paths. And see, when he directs our path, then we're able to walk the way God walks in the earth and do the things that we say, just like he did the things that he said that he was going to do. And we can accomplish whatever our purpose is in this earth. And when we accomplish our purpose, then we leave the world as a better place. And a lot of people are looking for peace. Some of us are just looking for a peace of mind, you know, and we want things to go better for us. We want things to go better for others. But even though we're not all on the same page, you know, when it comes to different, you know, whatever it might be, religions or different, you know, whatever, you know, even though not everybody's on the same page, all of us want peace. All of us want to be loved. All of us want to be understood. And that can come about only if people will be straightforward and upfront about what they say, what they mean, and what they do. Okay? So it is honorable to be a man or a woman who keeps his or her word. It is honorable to be a man of his word or a woman of her word. Are you man enough or woman enough to keep your word? That's something you can think about. All right, I still want to keep the video short. So God bless you. Going to see you next time. Go be a blessing. And like I always say, life is so much fun, then you get to go to heaven. All right, God bless. Bye.